Hi Flinders, and welcome back to the May edition of Movers and Shakers.
Yep, g'day. Well, on Friday we had the Renewable Energy Forum, which was really good. Quite a few people there, a lot of information to go around, which is pretty important, and admittedly we didn't get much news on the Copperstring project, but hopefully that comes within due course. But all in all, everyone who attended, as far as I know, thought it was very informative, which is good, and hopefully we'll have some more information in due course with everything. And then we had the show on Saturday as well, and I hope everyone enjoyed that. I think it was well received, and all good reports come from the show as well. Right, thanks, see ya.
Good morning, I'm sitting here at the beautiful Cr crossing, a rest stop on our Basalt Byways tourist drive, being mindful that it is for four-wheel drives. In our recent floods, it's hard to believe that shelter there and surrounding trees were completely underwater. So the water, it runs to the mighty Flinders River, which is to the western side of our township. So from floods to fires this morning, I'm wanting to touch on the use of helicopters, in particular R22 and 44 models. So they should soon be eligible for reimbursement under the Australian Government's disaster recovery funding arrangement, provided that they are engaged by council and used for eligible activities under the counter disaster operation. So they need to be compliant with council's internal procurement policy and also the Local Government Act. So the use of these particular helicopters enables, well, number one, most importantly, vital local knowledge, and significantly enhances the safety of all the ground personnel, so the people fighting the fires, particularly in our Shire's rugged terrain. For example, the basalt country. So vehicle access is extremely limited off-road, meaning most firefighting operations are carried out on foot. So in these conditions, helicopter support is not only effective, but it is really, really essential. At present, when helicopters are working in support of the Queensland Fire Department, the department's existing policies and procedures do not allow cost reimbursement. So in response, council has expressed a really strong appetite to implement a local policy that fits with the DRFA guidelines to ensure that cost recovery for these helicopters or these services during disaster events, particularly those involving fire. So we'd like to really express our thanks to the Queensland Reconstruction Authority, QRA, for recognising the logic and undeniable necessity for these machines in our area and for disaster response, and extend our appreciation to the North Queensland ROC, so those councils and CEO Greg Hoffman, for their support. So their advocacy was instrumental when this matter was raised directly with the Minister for Local Government and Water and Minister for Fire and Disaster Recovery and Volunteers. So a small win for us. Great job, team.
Hey everyone, it's that time of the month again where we catch up on the exciting happenings from our latest council meeting. We had a fantastic round of applications from our community grant program, focusing on event development. It's really heartening to see how our community is coming together to create some amazing experiences for everyone. First up, let's give a big cheer to the Huonda Golf Club. They've bagged some funding to help support their upcoming open event, which is set for the 28th and 29th of June. If you've never been, this is a weekend you won't want to miss. It's always such a great time filled with fun, friendly competition, and a chance to meet up with mates and fellow golf enthusiasts. So mark those dates in your calendar and get ready for an enjoyable weekend out on the green. Next on our list is the Flinders Tennis Club, who are also on the receiving end of our grant. They're gearing up to host an intensive tennis clinic for kids aged 4 to 16. This clinic will run for 5 days, helping to nurture our young talent and get them excited about the game. And as a bonus, they're putting together a really fun sip and hit session on the Saturday night. So be sure to bring your friends and family along. It's a perfect opportunity to enjoy some light-hearted tennis and great community vibe. Speaking of community spirit, the Huon Country Music Festival is coming up next. This wonderful event has also received funding to help it thrive, and it's scheduled for the 18th to the 20th of July. I can't emphasise enough how fantastic this festival is. If you're a fan of country music or just looking for a good time, make sure to swing by the Diggers Entertainment Centre. They've got an incredible lineup of talented artists, and you can expect nothing less than a weekend filled with amazing performances and genuine country hospitality. So grab your mates and head on down for an unforgettable time. One more thrilling piece of news to share out before we wrap up is congratulating one of our young stars, Dusty Brummel. Dusty has been selected to represent us in the State Rugby Championships, which is a huge achievement. Alongside this recognition, he's also received a Sporting Excellence Grant. Well done, Dusty. We're all cheering for you. We can't wait to see how you shine on the field, and we hope you enjoy every moment of this opportunity.
Back on the topic of Copperstring, Deputy Mayor Nikki Flute, myself and the CEO were invited to tour the workers' camp. It hasn't been commissioned, but that is not far away. In fact, weeks away. They were finalising what they needed to do to be able to commission that. And the commissioning just means that they're able to start to put workers in there. So from what we understand throughout those conversations when we conducted the tour, was that they expect about 50 people to move in there sort of within the month, hopefully. And we'll hopefully start to see some more things happening. And I think it's no coincidence that that is parallel to the state budget being delivered.
So last week at Council we talked about the blueprint for the bush, for the state government's plan for 25 years of the blueprint for the bush for the state. And while a lot of input has already been put in there, they've gone out to other proponents to make sure that they get their input as well. One of those is local government. So we'll be putting forward some stuff to that to make sure that local government side of in the blueprint for the bush is put forward. I also urge that those guys out there, because it's gone out to everybody, so those primary producers that are out there that have received that, please put your case forward too, put your points forward. It'll all be make sure that we will make sure that it's all put forward to the state government. Another thing is that towards the end of the year is the local government conference that Deputy Mayor Nikki and I went to last year, and this year the big guns, the Mayor, Kate, and Deputy Nikki will be attending and putting forward some motions on behalf of the Flinders Shire Council, which will include, hopefully I'll make sure it includes that a motion about making sure that buffel is never put on a weeds list. I don't know why it's ever even got close to that, but to make sure that the weight of local government is behind that push to make sure that it's never put on that list. And should be some interesting debate on that. So anyway, looking forward to these motions going forward at the end of the year. Thanks, guys.
This month has been a particularly busy month in terms of travelling for both myself and the CEO. We have been down to Brisbane for another ministerial delegation. As much as I love being at home, it's really important that we do get down there to make sure we're continuing to engage on the topics that we started towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year. We met with the Minister for Local Government and Water, we met with the Minister for Tourism, the Minister for Transport, and I had the opportunity to pop over to Eagle Street where we met with representatives from the QIC. Obviously the QIC is quite important now, as we understand, to the Copperstring line. They're working in partnership with Powerlink, and probably the most important thing to mention there is we're all in a period of uncertainty, not on the construction of the line. We're confident that's going ahead, just the when, the how, the who, and I think all will be revealed this month in the state government budget. We understand from speaking to them that there's a significant portion of funding that will be allocated to Copperstring over the next 4 years. And I think from that, Powerlink and QIC will obviously be able to work out their milestones, what stages are next in terms of construction. Obviously we have the substation positioned here in Flinders, and significant work needs to be done on that. If you've seen any Powerlink updates, you'll understand that that's quite a large substation, 4 of the stadiums in Townsville by comparison.
At Council's meeting this month, the Council agreed to apply for the Community Energy Upgrades Fund of Round 2. The grant program will provide match funding for up to $2.5 million of eligible expenditure for energy efficiency and electrification upgrades for local governments to deliver reduced energy bills and emissions from local government-owned and/or operated facilities. Council's projects includes the installation of solar on 7 council facilities, including the main office, the depot, the swimming pool, the Flinders Discovery Centre, the library, the workers' accommodation, staff housing, and the Human Aged Care Centre. The The project is estimated to cost approximately $500,000, which requires a council contribution of at least 50%. Council currently spends approximately $800,000 per year on electricity across all facilities. The annual savings generated from this project is projected to be $105,000 per year, which means council's investment will have paid for itself within 2.5 years.
Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will see you again next month.